Mr. Van Pat. My name is Nicholas Nordstrom, and this is my persuasive speech. There's my audience. The purpose of social media is to connect a vast majority of people to one another so they can fulfill their desires or their needs. Today, one third of the world uses social media in one form or another. And LifeWire.com mentions that 90% of people ages 18 to 24 use social media in America. What I will go into detail about today is the effects of social media, the consequences of the behaviors behind this use of social media, and the solution to use social media in a healthy way. Well, I wanted to describe this girl. She uses an illicit drug to gain effects that she desires, such as she wants to feel better than or to feel good about herself, to inflate her ego. Then also she uses the drug to gain social acceptance by her peers, such as she wants to fit in with the crowd and do what they do and just go with the flow. But also she gets bored, she gets bored. Well, imagine the same girl not using an illicit drug to gain the effects, but she uses social media to gain these same effects as the girl that uses the drug. Social media gives the girl the ability to inflate her ego by portraying that she is better than her peers and that she's on a higher level than most of her peers. But also she gains social acceptance by joining certain groups or participating in certain events or liking certain pages. But then also she uses social media simply because she's bored on a day-to-day basis. The first thing she does when she wakes up is use social media. The first thing she does when she's bored, she uses social media. And the last thing she does in the day is use social media. You can say that the girl is just as addicted to the phone that she uses social media than the girl that uses the substance to give her the effects. But what I'm going to go into detail is the consequences of the behaviors behind the social media, and what the consequences are is that we like to be liked by everybody. But social media gives us the ability to connect with millions of people. And we want to be liked by everybody. So we're willing to do whatever it takes to be liked. We are willing to sell ourselves. I've seen instances where girls post pictures of them half naked to gain likes by a majority of people. I've also seen girls lie, or people lie about where they're at. They like to over exaggerate about situations that they're in and what they're doing in the community to make them appear like they're exciting or their life is worth living. But then also I see people manipulate things to influence other people to gain what they believe or to participate in what they believe or to agree with where they're at. But the consequences of the behaviors of willing to do, to lie, manipulate, deceive, the consequences of that is that the family is involved. You get disconnected with the family. It says that 30%, or exclaimer.com states that 30% of America eat dinner at the dinner table now with the family and participate in activities with one another. People are more involved in what's going on social media. They're afraid that they're going to miss out on a certain thing and that they're not going to be involved. What social media also affects is the relationship with our peers. People communicate more so through messaging, text, direct message. They communicate more through that than in face-to-face relations, online dating as a result. It's easier for people to appear they are a certain way than to connect with one another and act that way in life. But then also, like I said, the consequences of being willing to be liked by everybody, you lose a sense of self. You agree with these people, agree with that, people disagree with them people. You lose your core values and you absorb what other people believe and like. So you lose a sense of self. Well, the solution of using social media in a healthy way is to be aware of the use of social media. Monitor it. If you find just be aware of how you use your phone and why you use your phone. Then also, instead of using your phone all the time to when you're bored or when you want to be connected with people, or go play a sport, become involved in activities such as soccer, playing or clubs at school and everything, and then also be involved in your relationships with your friends, with your peers, with your parents, with anybody. But as a result of this speech, I hope that I informed the audience with the effects of social media, the consequences of the behaviors behind the effects of social media, and the solution to use social media in a healthy way. And with that, I hope that you use social media in a healthy way. Thanks.